I am in Bastrop, Louisiana. This town is in pretty bad shape. Let me show you a map real quick first. See where I am. And in population history, 1980 peak population 15,527. Latest census down to 8922. I am in downtown. Let's see what else we got here. I read that they're putting some work into renovating this downtown. I'm not sure how much that's going to do, because this town is a sinking ship. You guys saw the population history. Just one block off downtown. That's what it looks like. The renovation hasn't extended to here, doesn't look like. Now this town's kind of similar to Gary, Indiana. It was a company town. International Paper had a big mill here. 2008 they closed. Pilgrim's Pride, you've probably seen them in the grocery store. They had a big plant here as well. They closed in 2009. The closing of those two businesses has devastated the local economy, as you can well imagine. And so now the town is just filled with empty businesses and homes scattered throughout. Alright, well, let's see. Let's start with ethnic breakdown. 79% black, 17% white, 1% Hispanic, remaining is mixed race or other. Yeah, so you drive through the town now, and it's just house after house that's been abandoned. Let me give you median household income. $30,069 a year. It's $578 a week. That is, well, I don't have to tell you. That is very little money to live on. As you can imagine, poverty is pretty high. Here it is, 42.4 overall. For school-aged children, 56%. 65 and older, 31. Yeah, all those numbers are really high. Over half the kids live in poverty here. Of course, there's lots of trash on the ground everywhere. Pretty sure all these houses just sitting empty. Let's see, here's cost of living. It's a 77. Louisiana's a 91, as you can see. Healthcare is highest at 103. Housing's 49. Okay, you'll just drive down the streets and you'll see trash piles here and there. Yeah, the devastation you see in this town, it's just unreal. I looked up crime here. It is really high. Last year, 50 incidents per 1,000 people. Compares to 23 for the U.S. Yeah, well over twice higher. Yeah, see the sign that says dead end? That's what this town is. Let me give you the median home value, $85,400. And this is what you see everywhere. You wonder if that's even too high. I was on Reddit looking at some of the comments that people were posting, people who live here. And they were basically saying that if you somehow ended up in Bastrop, Louisiana, you're at the end of the road in life. That's pretty rough, isn't it? Coming from people who live here. It just feels like there is a lot of despair, though, here. I mean, you can just feel it in the air. You can definitely see it in the streets. The city was named after a failed Dutch businessman who fled the Netherlands because he was embezzling, came here, failed here as well. So he went to Texas. He had some success there. He worked with Moses Austin to settle the state. And Moses Austin was the father of Stephen F. Austin. Of course, Stephen F. Austin is one of the founding fathers of the state of Texas. And the state capital is named after him. You'll see a few houses that have residents. And then you'll come upon some that have been abandoned. And the cycle repeats itself everywhere in this town. Looks like something straight out of Mad Max, doesn't it? You gotta admit, there's some personality to it, though. This is the greenest state, I think, in the country. Everything grows like crazy here. So nature takes back over with a vengeance here in Louisiana. I think I've had enough for here. Yeah. There's only so much of this I can show you, I suppose. Let's head to the next town. I am in Oak Grove, Louisiana. I'm gonna make my way into downtown, but let me show you a map real quick. See where I am. And then let's take a look at population history Peak population 1980, 2214. Last census down to 1441. Alright, well, let's just take a look-see at this downtown. Yeah, very much a small town downtown. Check out this Chopsticks buffet. What a building! Well, let's head into residential then. Well, that is definitely abandoned there, isn't it? Let me give you the ethnic breakdown. 73% white, 23% black, 1% Hispanic, 1% Pacific Islander. That's interesting. That's surprising to see, isn't it? That big, modern-looking house looks abandoned. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah. Seeing a lot of this. Here, let me give you median household income. $35,917 a year. $690 a week. Now that is nice, isn't it? It appears that it's for sale. Let's say 465. Can't read the mailbox. Just going to see if someone wants to look it up. You can only imagine what they're selling that house for. It's got to be a lot. Let's see if I can find the street name. Here it is. North Street. Yeah, if someone wants to look that up, I'm sure we would be curious as to what that house goes for. Or they're trying to sell it anyway. There's a lot of nice ranch-style houses here. This town seems to be doing a lot better than last time I showed you. Big yards here. And poverty, 15.8 overall. School-aged children, 13%. 65 and older, 22%. Surprising given the low incomes of the town, isn't it? They have a hospital. Pretty decent size too for a small town. And the town looks okay overall. Let's see, how about if I give you cost of living? 76. 24% lower than the rest of the U.S. Healthcare, 103. Housing's at 47. Crime here last year, 20 incidents per 1,000 people. You compare that to the U.S. of 23. Crime here is a little bit lower. Let's see, let me give you median home value. 86,600. That's pretty low, isn't it? Now I'm back in downtown. It is filled with interesting shops of all kinds. Oak Grove is the parish seat for West Carroll Parish. Here is the parish courthouse. It's a beauty, isn't it? Got a house or two up here. That has tremendous amount of stuff. Well, all right. I think I'm done here. Let's go check out the next town. Alright, well, I have just arrived to Lake Providence, Louisiana. I'm making my way into downtown. Some murals. Be nice to see that one, but that truck is parked right in the way. Well, now that that truck is out of the way, here's a look at the mural. Now, this downtown has been neglected for a while, it looks like. That's not good. I guess that's it for downtown. Thought it would be bigger than this. Let me show you a map and then I'll show you population. Alright, population history, 1980, peak population 6361, 3587 last census. Lake Providence is the parish seat for East Carroll Parish. Now that's the old courthouse there. Doesn't look like they're keeping it maintained. And this is the new one, or newer one, that is to say. Built in 1938. It is a mix of Art Deco. It's mostly Art Deco. A little bit of classical revival mixed in, I guess. Looks very Art Deco to me. Looks like a couple of shotgun houses. Yep, for sure. Back in the mid 1800s, a lot of pirates would operate near here. You know, they would attack boats coming up and down the Mississippi. And the town got its name because the people who would be coming down the Mississippi on those boats, if they could make it to this town, they would say, "We finally made it to Providence." And so the town became known as Providence, and then later Lake Providence. Wow. Yeah, some old shotgun houses in very bad shape. Well, let's see. Let me start giving you numbers. Ethnic breakdown, 75% black, 24% white. The rest is mixed race or other. Here's the median household income. Ready for this? $24,670 a year. $474 a week. That doesn't even seem possible to live on, does it? It's one of the lowest I've ever seen. It's got to be one of the lowest in the country. Median household income. Definitely in Louisiana. Starting to see lots of shotgun houses. Here's poverty. 40.7 overall. School-aged children, 61%. That's really high. 65 and older, 14%. That's been empty a while, hasn't it? Let's see. Here's cost of living. 73. It's quite low, isn't it? Healthcare is 103. Housing's at 35. Yeah, another shotgun house. Looks like another one right here. All right, so median home value, $75,200. That's going to be it for Louisiana. Up next, we're going to head up into Memphis. And Nicole and I are going to do that one together. Yeah, we'll see you there.